Hello and welcome back to PokéClicker here on Copeland Plays. In the last episode, we got our start in Johto and made it all the way up until the radio tower, where we ran into a wall. And in this one, we're going to be exploring a lot of mechanics I've kind of been ignoring. I've been on the wiki a little bit, so I have a lot to share with you guys, and I'm very excited too. I think the first order of business is that we have actually a new berry kind of recipe. Now, this is going to be kind of hard to illustrate, I think, but basically this is going to require 8 different berries. So I'm going to plant one of them. You'll see this has 10 minutes till it's ripe. At 5 minutes, I'll place an orange berry right here. At 4 minutes remaining, I'll place a lepa berry right here. I think the order's random, so it doesn't really matter as long as they're surrounding. Lepa berry, then an asper berry, at 2 minutes, at 1:20, a rost berry, 1 minute, a pecha berry, 40 seconds, a chesto berry, 30 seconds, a cherry berry. So it's I believe the 8 cheapest type of berries. Yeah, it's citrus through cherry. So that's something that we'll be working on here. Another thing I wanted to check out, and we'll have to be keeping an eye on this, so that right when it hits that 5-minute mark, we're ready to click on it. Another big revelation, we have a lot of diamonds. I've been saving them up, and I'm trying to decide between max energy and bomb efficiency. So the way I like to think about upgrades when I know I only have enough for one, what percentage of the base value are we getting? So this is a 20% increase, as well as this max energy thing, also a 20% increase. So you have two 20% increases. This is a 1/60th increase, so that's pretty bad. And the only other one I can afford is a 1/15th increase. I'm going to go for the bomb efficiency just because max energy, we're not always restoring all the way to max. So bomb efficiency +2, so we'll destroy 2 more tiles, I believe. And there we go. We have spent our diamonds. Very good. You see we have a heart scale here. Can I bomb? I can bomb. Didn't do anything, but you can't complain too much. No dice so far. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about was these hatchery helpers. So hatchery helpers, you get your first one here, charges $Poké. You can actually tell it what to pick. So I've done Pokemon ID, but then basically it will, so you can select use hatchery filters. If we go back to Pokemon here, you see that I have the filter for Johto going. So it's going to be picking from the Johto Pokemon. Very, very convenient, because obviously we want to make our Johto Pokemon stronger. But you can see we only have one of them. Also, the best place to farm egg hatching, the highest level you can one-click, which for me here is Route 9 in Kanto. But it's just so much slower over in Johto. But we will need to travel to Johto, because inside of some of the Pokemarts, there's hatchery helpers. So we have the hatchery helper carry, which I am going to buy, even though it costs 10,000 quest points, which sucks, but I think it will actually be worth it for us in the end. There's also another, Togepi, cool. I didn't actually see that one. There's another hatchery helper in Mahogany Town. So I can select Mahogany Town. Also, this is an oak item? No, it's an evolution item. And I can buy him. He's pretty cheap, only 100,000 quest points. Quest points? Yeah, quest points. So now we can go to our helpers. We can hire them, and we will go Pokemon ID and use hatchery filters, just like we're doing now. I'll go category none, just because that's what's working on this one. And you can see also the step and attack efficiency, much higher on these more expensive ones. I don't actually know what that means just yet, but let's hire both of them. What should happen now is once we take out an enemy, what should happen, they grab basically Sentret and Typhlosion, so some Johto Pokemon. So that's pretty exciting and will be a very good way for us to farm. Oh wait, okay, only 1 more minute and we'll place the orange berry. I think, one other thing. We need to talk to Eusine in Ekritique City. So we'll talk to her real quick. I have no idea how to say this person's name. Legend say it that when the brass tower burned down, it became the burn tower. 3 unnamed Pokemon perished in the flames. Ho-Oh came down the tin tower and revived those Pokemon. They became the legendary beasts. Some say these beasts still inhabit the basement of the burned tower. Could you clear the burned tower for me and see if it's true? Cool. So we now have the burned tower. Probably another dungeon I'm not going to be able to easily beat. We can take a look, though I'm imagining... Oh, I accidentally exited the dungeon. That's fine. Again, dungeons are pretty tough for us, and even harder when I'm recording. You see the citrus berry nearly ready to have the next piece. So on the wiki, if you look up the berry, it will give you a guide for this. So it'll be like, hey, at exactly 5 minutes, plant your orange berry, which I will do right now. So you see that both of these are going to be ripe at in 5 minutes. So I'm just going to keep doing that for each berry. So the next one I'm going to need to plant is Lepa. And we're just going to go through. We'll make a circle of them. Then once they're all blossomed, we should be able to get the Lum berry in the middle. So I was just checking out what was in the burn tower, and I actually beat it on my first try, which I was pretty shocked by. When I have my auto clicker on, it's kind of hard for me to unpause my recording, so apologies I didn't catch it, but we now have a fight with Silver. That being said, we also need to be keeping an eye on our berries, because I believe 2 minutes, so in 20 seconds, so I'm keeping an eye on the timer while we fight Silver. At the 30-second mark of this fight, I need to plant the Asper berry, which is... Or wait, do I already have Asper? Oh, no. I just planted Lepa, Asper, then Rost. Okay. Hopefully the order doesn't matter of them. I don't think it does. I think we're okay. Oh. Actually, maybe they do. Shouldn't be a problem, though. Shouldn't be a problem. We're good. Maybe not. But I'll be paying attention. Also, I totally forgot to plant my Asper berry, which I'm going to plant right here. Which one is next? After Asper, it's Roust. Roust goes... Wait, so I'm here, Lepa. Rost is right here. Okay. And that will be planted at 1 minute 20 remaining. Boom. After that, Pecha berry when there's 1 minute remaining. 13 seconds till there. And these aren't going to ripen all perfectly, but I'm hoping it will be close enough. Again, I'm just trying my best out here. So we have Pecha. And then at the 40-second mark, we'll have a Chesto berry. And then we'll finish off with a Cherry berry. So at 40 seconds on the citrus berry, showing you all this process because it's a little tedious, I will say. You got to be really on top of your game. If I was using the spray duck, it would have been slightly easier for me, or at least faster. But I kind of screwed up there and just kind of forgot about equipping the spray duck, so we won't do that quite yet. Also, I'm not grinding anything, which is kind of like on there, but I'm focused, y'all. I'm focused. 22, 21, go. So hopefully now we get a Lumberry. You never know if you're going to get lucky or not. And if not, we'll have to try this again. But my berries should be in the right place. Maybe. I don't really know. I don't know if it matters where they are, like, in relation to each other. So this one's ready, this one's ready, this one's ready. This one needs another 20 seconds. I'm a little worried. No, we'll be okay. They should all be ripe at the same time. Let me, real quick, unequip the Shiny Charm, equip the mutation bucket. That's a Weepear berry. No. I don't want Weepear. I want Lum. A berry has mutated. Weepear. No. Uh-oh. I don't know if we're going to get it. I'm not getting a Lum berry. I've dug up two. There goes my Cherry berry. I think that's a Nenab. We don't want Nenab. Chesto. Cherry. Yeah, I think we failed. So I'm going to have to try this again. Yeah, there's a Persim. We don't want Persim either. So I'm going to have to try this one again. But I think I did everything right. It's just chaos. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to have everything ripe at the same time anymore. So we failed. So it's been a few days, I will not lie. And in those few days, I was just kind of trying to experiment with breeding. I really didn't have a lot of time to play. But I've just had my 2 hatchery helpers going for about 2 days off and on the game. I've closed it a couple times. And you can see our attack here in Kanto has increased from, I think it was about 15k at the start of the video. Now we're hitting 19k. I also didn't realize we have different damages against types. So when we're up against water, we only do 21,000, but ground 38. That's very interesting. I did not realize that. Anyway, So, what I've been doing, I did have, so I want to kind of explain breeding because I think I've got a decent grasp of it now, and at least I can kind of explain what you should be doing to get some good gains. So these are hatchery helpers. You can hire them just here. You can also get them in shops, but don't do that because they're hard to find. I should probably be using Parker as well, but you can see their efficiency. So this one costs 1,000 per hatch, 10,000 per hatches. For the most part, I'm able to sustain that. I probably could sustain Parker too, if I'm being completely honest, if I was catching everything I'm fighting, but I'm not. Then you want to go to a route where you one-shot stuff by clicking, and I just have my auto-clicker. I'm also interested, PokeClicker players. Do you crank your auto-clicker to the max? And is this game balanced around that? Like, is the game assuming that I'm going to have a broken auto-clicker? Or is it assuming that I'm, like, doing the human limit? I'm interested to know what the game says. Or maybe it's like, it's just up to you. Anyway, another thing that we have going on, I should make sure my sound's good. We won't get deafened by the berries. I've done that before. It scared the crap out of me. I'm now currently breeding. So then you choose how you breed. I should mention that. How you breed, you basically, I like to choose sort, breeding efficiency. Someone in the comments told me to do this. I'm sorry I don't have your name right now, but thank you very much. This seems to be working better. At first I was doing it just by attack at level 100, I think, or maybe Pokemon ID just to make sure I was getting Johto Pokemon. But there's another thing you can do. So either you can make categories, like, I don't know, you could say none or favorites or Johto or whatever. You can also, you have to go back to this menu, which is kind of confusing, and you sort. So right now I have Kanto selected. So it will, like, the next thing that this breeder will select. Oh, I think it may be already selected. Oh, no, will be Clefable. Regional debuff Kanto. I think this just changes what displays. Yeah, the value you're displaying. So then I have it sorted by breeding efficiency. I don't know what this number means, but it's giving me way better gains than the other stuff. And then you can change your filters. So if I wanted to only breed Pokemon in Johto, change it. And you can see the efficiency of my Johto Pokemon. Way lower in Kanto. Change it to Johto. Still kind of bad. But not as bad. Okay. So yeah, I highly recommend changing to breeding efficiency. Horsey dropped a Dragon Scale. Beautiful. Anything else? I don't think so. Only thing outside of that, we've just been mining our little tails off. Hey, we got through a layer, got a thing. Can I bomb? No. Nothing new. Trying to do quests. I'm also trying to do some berries. Let's see how we're doing in Johto. I was sorting by Johto. I'm not anymore. I don't know what I've selected now. I think I do have Johto. Oh my god. I thought we were stalling out around 9,000. That's clearly not the case. We have 13,000 damage. I'm feeling pretty good that we could beat the radio tower here. It's going to take me a while, so I might just come back when we've done it. But I think if I get lucky, I can beat this. It shouldn't be too bad, and then we can keep making progress here, because I've kind of stalled out here. And maybe it's because I'm not using a broken auto-clicker. But, hey, that's that. So let's get this. Can we do it? Can we do it? Everyone hands up. Hands up. We're praying. We're praying to almighty gloom at this moment. Oh, we got this easy. Wait, I've been able to beat this for uncomfortably long. Sorry, guys. Also, my voice is a little hoarse. I was at the Mariners game last night. Great game. Blowout victory for the M's. Absolutely a stunner. We had a grand slam and a 3-run homer. 23rd hardest hit baseball this season. Absolute piss missile to the third deck. It was a beautiful game. It was a lot of fun. And what else was I going to say? That's why my voice is hoarse. So I appreciate all of your patience is really what I was trying to get at. All right. So we're now back to Johto. I think we're just going to be cruising. Oh, there actually are. I can just keep going for days, baby. We need to talk to Derek in Acritique. Let's talk to him. I saw it. Did you see it? I saw it go in there, but I don't know what you did in the burn tower. But 3 great beasts came running out of there. Oh, we got the roaming legendaries. It was a great sight to behold. They all went in different directions. I think they are roaming the region now. My friend Trevor in Blackthorn can tell you more. Eusine was here a second ago. He seemed very excited, but he suddenly left. I don't know where he went, but he seemed to be particularly interested in the blue one. He wants to do Breaking Bad meth. That's the plot twist. And with that, we got a new Pokemon. I'm so ready. Eusine's chase. Eusine's looking for Suicune. Talk to the gem scientist in Pewter. Where the heck is Pewter? I'm confused by that. And we have the gem scientists. Suicune, talk to Kurt. That's how we're questing. We're growing berries like a good boy. And we're mining items like a good boy. And I think that's all the world needs of me at the moment. I found Suicune. I found Suicune. I'm so scared. What happened? I don't know. He was on the map. You see him in the bottom left on my map where I'm standing. Oh god. Let's not mess this up. I'm cheating right now, by the way. I want you to know that. I want to be clear. I'm using my auto clicker and clicking. We didn't need to, but I panicked. Suicune fled! Was that like scripted? Talk to Eusine in Cyanwood City. That's Blackthorn. That's Ekritique. That's Whirl. I don't know whatever this place is called. I'll find it in a sec. I found Suicune again. I had to talk to Eusine in Ekritique, and I think we'll be fine. Wait, is Suicune Eusine same letters? It's close if it isn't. E-U-C. I think they're the same person, frankly. I don't know if that's a big plot twist I just read right through, but if I did, that's beautiful, and I love that. They kind of look the same. I think that might have been the story beat, and I just called it before. I did not know that. If I did, I forgot it, but I don't think I knew that. I was not around in this generation. I mean, I was, but I was a little kid. Okay. Anything else? Seems like you signed a Mahogany Town. Okay, never mind. We do have to talk to them again. Would you look at that? We have made it to the Indigo Plateau, aka the Elite Four. And I was just kind of messing around with my settings. Oh, speaking of messing around with my settings. Oops, I'll have to fix that in the post, or you'll see my taskbar. Anyway, you can actually change your color. So here in display, I believe it is, where is it? Themes. You can change it to all sorts of things. So I could have it be blue and white. I can have it be, ooh, this is pretty clean, kind of a blue and white. Or I can go dark mode with it, which I kind of like, I will say. Like, the darkly looks pretty good. But it's kind of too gamery. Like, it feels too, I don't know, too, like, different from the default game, like the way it would come up when you first do it. I'm just kind of flipping through them, seeing which ones I like. I like Minty a lot, but again, it looks a little too changed. What the heck was that? Ooh, maybe Sandstone. I want one that's not white or gray, but it looks like you can just do white or gray. This one's pretty nice. Space Lab, definitely don't like that one. Superhero. Superhero's nice. I like the lighter gray. I don't know, maybe the orange is a little rough, but I like the lighter gray. Stick with it for a little while, maybe we'll change. We got to Will, but I'm having a little trouble actually beating him. Ooh, look at that. What is this fossil or thing? I hope it's a fossil, but I'm pretty sure I have a strategy for beating him. If we pop in oak items, and then we go nuts on our clicks. See, my auto clicker set up. I'll use that instead. I've been thinking about changing my auto clicker to be cheat mode, but it feels a little cheaty, you know? I don't know. I just want to be what's humanly possible. I understand most people don't play that way, but I do. All right, so we beat Will. Let's go to Koga now. Wait, Koga was in the last one, right? Koga is in Gen 1. I didn't even realize. That's really cool. He makes a comeback. I think he has a bit of a different sprite, but it's similar. If I remember right, in Pokemon canon, Gold and Silver takes place 2 years after the first game, Red and Blue. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure it's 2 years. Maybe not canon. I think it they found it written on a piece of paper from development. Like someone wrote out a timeline, so it's not official, but it's pretty close. Looks like we're just having no problems at all with this. Oh, I should activate another quest. Whatever. We'll defeat Karen, the final Elite Four member. Imagine an Elite Four of all Karens. But joke kind of sucked, even by my standards. And I tell a lot of bad jokes. That's a trademark of the channel here. My X item wore off, but I'm gonna defeat Karen without it, I think. If I don't, I'm actually gonna weep openly instead. It's okay. Champion is waiting. Lance, who I believe is also from Gen 1. Right? He was the dragon trainer, but he wasn't the champion. Champion was our rival, I think, in the first region. I could be wrong. Well, would you look at that? We have gotten through. Well, wait. Are we going to beat him? This might be close, because he has 2 more. Oh, no. My items are going to wear off. I'm not going to beat him. I'm cheating. Oh, wait. You know what? I bet I can beat him. Oh, wait. I did beat him? I think I did beat him. I did. I kind of cheated. But I can click a little faster than my mouse will let me. Looks like we have red left to defeat. Is that the next thing I need to do? Oh, and Route 28. Well, we have a little bit more to do, but I think, actually, that's going to be where I end this episode. Thank you all for joining me for this episode of PokéClicker. The support on the series has been wonderful, and I'm really loving making it for all of you. Appreciate your patience on this episode and the past one. Who knows how soon the next one will be. I'm kind of obsessed with making lots of progress in these episodes and packing in as much as I can. But it just means the videos might come out a little slower. So I appreciate your patience. Take care. Bye-bye.